Hello, it's me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, another Wednesday, and I don't know where you are this morning, this afternoon, this evening, but around here, it's a sunny, beautiful sunny day, but very, very cold. But you know what? With the sun shining the way it is, I can't complain, and I hope you are enjoying wherever you are and you are staying or keeping warm and well fed. Yes, today I'm drawn to the first reading that is given for this day, and it's from the first book of Samuel, from the first book of Samuel, and it is the story, a story that almost everyone knows. It's one of the famous stories from the Old Testament, and that is David's overcoming, or let's say slaying of the Philistine with just a sling and a stone. And just thinking of that story, he just approached this giant of a man, this warrior, with just simple weapons. But then, just that physical weapon, I think David, well, it's not just thinking, the truth is that he had more than the physical weapon that he had, the mere simple weapon that he had. He had his Lord and God, the Lord of hosts. And it reminds me of the words of Marcus Aurelius, who said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Yes, you have power over your mind and not outside events. Once you realize that, you will find strength. Think of it. What power did David have when you think over his mind? He had the Lord and God. He trusted in his Lord and God. He trusted in the Lord and God of Israel, the Lord of hosts. And that's really the power that not only overcome him, but gave him strength. Imagine that. And he conquered, he slayed, he destroyed this Philistine who was a giant and quite a warrior. Such is the power of God in our lives. When you think of it, we all somehow, figuratively, have a Philistine in our life. It may be an individual, it may be an event, and it may be things that are really, just like in the story, the Philistine challenges David. It may be somebody or something challenging us. On the other hand, it may be we who are trying to change somebody. We want somebody to live the way we live or we want. It may be an event that we want to change or whatever. But many times we have real events, real people that we may struggle with. And so figuratively think of it as the Philistine, things challenging us. And we know the truth about those words of Marcus Aurelius, that we really cannot just simply change outside events. Anyone, if you've lived long enough around other human beings, even parents in your amazing work, you learn that it's not easy to just change and transform another person, even your children, many times. But you have power over your own mind. And if that power is also based in your relationship with God, if that, so to say, power is based in love of God and indeed transformed into love of neighbor, you will fare well. You will have a strength that is beyond anything. Even though whatever is challenging you, even though so to say, the figurative Philistine person or event that is your nemesis challenging you is so great, you will overcome somehow, even if you don't win the battle, so to say, because of this power based in the love of God that is with you, with you over your mind. You will find victory because you somehow, through the love of God, through the mercy of God, you've been saved from whatever it is, and that God is with you in spite of, that you are still well, you are still loving, you are still loved in spite of. So, friends, consider that. Brothers and sisters, think of that. Think of how much you have is in your control because you submit to God. Think of how much you can control because you surrender to God. Think of the power you have because of the power of God, the mercy of God, the love of God that is freely given to you. On the other front, for those who are parishioners of our lovely Church of the Resurrection, I believe that you have received that email that contains a video that will give you instructions on how to enter into your account or your profile in the parish stack, our new digital hub. I encourage you, please sign on. Look at that video, and if you need assistance, here in the coming few days and weeks, we'll have opportunities to help those who may be struggling to access their account and kind of complete their information. That will help the parish office when you do that, sign on and enter and kind of change and correct your information through parish stack. But it will also help all of us, because then we can actually use that parish stack to communicate, but also to know each other a little more. And I look forward to when every family, every parishioner can upload their picture, their latest photograph, so that we can know who we are. And by the way, if you don't know me by now, my picture is already at parish stack. But anyway, I hope you do upload your own photo, your picture, each parishioner, each family, so that we can put names to faces or put faces to names. Brothers and sisters, love because you are loved. Amen.